Jesus, Dan. Sweetly. Oh. Hey, Billy, look at this one go. Hey, Porcupine, pick two. Hey, I tell you, Bill, the results are out.
Everybody, it's time for another Vice Presidents of Operations meeting. Everybody's sad Rudy's retired. Anyway, Rudy's retired and we're all waiting here for the new guy. It is a guy, isn't it? There are rumors about a woman.
Breath!
Joan, why don't you talk a little bit about how you felt about Rudy? What are your memories?
I remember meeting Rudi, 1989. It's the fall or spring? No, it was the fall. It was the fall. Young whippersnapper, liked fast cars and hot guitars. Drank real Coca-Cola, not that Diet Coke.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Now, what do I remember about the 90s in Rogers? Oh yeah, renovations, demolitions, no cafeteria. You remember, no cafeteria.
That's right.
Well, we did get a cafeteria. That's not true. In 1995, we only had to walk 3 blocks to the back of the Prince. You remember. We had a table back there, Rudy's table, and as long as we ordered roast beef sandwiches, end cuts if you have them, we were okay. Well, did computerization come to the Human Resources Department? Sort of. Well, we had 100,000 employees, that was all. I mean, we knew them all. We didn't really need to have a way to keep track of them. I mean, we knew them all. Rudi knew them all. But we did get a computer. 2001 or 2, I think it was. Actually, we put it in Rudi's car, and it seemed to work better there. I think it made it a more timely and accurate car.
I remember that, Joan.
But, you know, I'm sorry to see Rudi retire. We miss him. He's really too young. He not like all you others. Doesn't look a day over 60.
That's right.
Well, good luck to him. He was a good lad.
Rudi, I remember. Hey, shit! I don't remember. Rudi? Rudi! I remember. It was a big meeting, big boardroom, and Rudi was there, and Colin and Ted. We're trying to figure out how to get more subs, I think. And Ted looked over at Rudi and he says, Rudi, he looked him right in the eye. He says, Rudi, how are we going to get these extra subs? He says, Rudi says it's simple, Ted. You know, we'll discount basic, we'll capitalize the commissions, and we'll gun the machine, a good one. And that's when it all started. Do you remember, Jim?
I think so, Tony. I remember that. Oh, darn it. I tell you, 25 years ago, I think it was. You remember then? We were talking about EDI? Well, look at this stack of paper here.
Yeah, that's what EDI is. Look at that.
EDI. Didn't quite turn out the way we thought, did it? I tell you, I remember when I started to work for Rudi. There was rumors going around Minneapolis that they were going to sell our U.S. cable systems.
No, rumors.
Tony and I didn't buy it for a minute, did we, Tony?
No, you bought stock.
Well, I remember finding out that Rudi was hightailing it back to Toronto. Well, I tell you, I bought in right away. I was on the phone trying to get back.
On the phone.
Well, Rudi gave me a job. I tell you, at first I was a little apprehensive about what Rudi's management style would be. Tony and I were used to working for Cliff Williams down there in Minneapolis.
Gun the machine.
Yeah, gun the machine. Cliff would gun the machine. Well, I tell you, it wasn't wasn't long before Tony and I realized that Cliff was a spitting image of Cliff. Other than if he wore...
You mean
if
Rudi
he
was?
Rudi was.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, am I confusing myself?
All right, Dad.
If he wore his tie a bit up like that and said, gun the machine once in a while, that's another Cliff Williams. Well, you know, I'm glad the son of a gun's retiring, though. But you know, he's been in a position to blackmail me now for many years, and I've been worrying. Once we were down in Las Vegas at a cable convention, and I was determined I was going to have a good time one night, and I had a little too good a time. And and this guy by the name of Mike Wanker? Oh, Mike Shanker. He came along at 3 o'clock in the morning and caught me at the gambling tables. I was kind of pie-eyed.
Were you naked?
No, I wasn't naked. I was in pretty good shape that way. Anyway, Mike, he went and blabbed to Rudi, told him the whole story. Well, I was worried all these years Rudi was going to tell my wife. Well, so I'm just as glad he's retired. Dan!
Gerald's all time again? Holy moly. Rudi! Well, I remember Rudi. Rudi, he was a guitar playing feller, wasn't he? Why, we was in the band together. I remember one time when we was playing at the Dome. That's that place down there where them Blow Jays plays. Well, we was playing down at the Dome. 50,000 screaming young women. Young. They were young. And Rudi had to do his song, Breath! There were some of them, too. There was 100,000 of them. Rudi had to do that song, What? Rudi had to do that song there, Woolly Bully. Woolly Bully. I remember them words there. I can hear them now. Eddie told Maddie about a time she saw, had 2 big eyes and woolly claw. I don't get it. Woolly Bully. I never get down. I never get their jokes neither. But anyway, we was playing that song there, and there's 50,000 of them young screaming ladies. But now on Saturday nights we're doing the polkas down at the bingo hall. Breath! There's still some breasts there too. And anyway, we're playing the polkas. Johnny Yankovic's polkas, and Rudy's playing the lead guitar. But I think we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to get him a new guitar or something, because I think he's going to the Guitars Anonymous there. Maggie's having a heck of a time with him. Last time we saw him, he had 432 guitars. Yeah, 430. Do you believe that, Billy?
I don't believe that.
What do you remember about that old coot? I remember. Yep. I do. Oh, Dan, you hit it finally. Jesus, how many years we've been waiting for him? The corner's disgusting, because he's always. Anyway, remember Tony Montana? My name's Tony. Tony. Hey.
No, we don't know.
You're not retired. Rudi. Listen, remember? I remember my first promotion with Rudi. You remember? You were here. Hey.
Did you ever get one?
I did. It was. Don't you remember? Because
Oh, that's right. He made you think that was a promotion.
that morning I rolled over and I said, Rudi, this is the greatest day of my life. I did. I said that with my mouth.
Wake up, Dan. Dan. You ever been to see Billy?
Hey! Oh, you're still a sick pig, Dan. Anyway, I had some notes here I wanted to mention, and I can't read it. There, I worked with Rudi in Calgary. Yep, Calgary.
Paul.
Too long.
Paul, quit touching me there. So,
Too long.
anyway, no, it's not. Kip,
Heard it.
he went down the hill, he jumped over, and he went under a leg that didn't exist. I don't know, you had to be there. Anyway, you remember that, Paul, you were there.
I don't remember that, Bill.
Paul,
I met Rudi 25 years ago. Interviewed me.
about
I
what?
had something wrong in marketing. I can't remember what it was. Something going on. They had to have somebody clean it up. Somebody had to move over and do something else because it stunk in marketing. Bill.
Well,
That's what I heard. Yeah, I can't remember. Who was it we had? I
Can't
don't
remember
know.
who it was.
Jeez, you know what? I think that was Billy. Billy?
No.
No.
I've been here for longer than most of you. And,
Jesus, Kip.
Kip, things will never change.
God damn it, I wish you'd quit that.
I'm sorry, it's up my nose.
Somebody want to take the dog?
Just sorry about the way I'm dressed today, guys, but I paid my $500 for dress down days, and I'm damn well gonna get my money's worth out of it. See, I pounded the table. I remember, I want to talk about Rudi. I want to talk about the way Rudi used to walk around the office, and all the women used to look at his butt. You remember that?
It was Bill. Bill.
Tony kissed it. I just looked at it.
Yeah, when they look at Bill's, they look him right in the eye. Right eye.
Yeah, well, it's something that Rudi didn't have to worry about for the last 5 years, since his cheeks are down around his knees right now.
Gun the machine.
Anyway, he was a strange fellow. Did you notice, like, sometimes we were having meetings, and Rudi would... We were having meetings, and Rudi would look up, and he'd be gone. He'd just disappear. He'd say, I'm sick, and he's gone. You remember that? He was gone all the time. I mean, he was gone at 5 o'clock, just the dust settling in the parking lot.
Oh, he had to buy a new car.
Huh?
He had to buy a new car.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did love those cars now, didn't he? Anyway, I remember, too, I used to see him in his office, you know, he'd be, like, taking these weird potions. You know what I mean?
I don't remember that.
I'd see his head tilted back, and he'd be slugging something back. I
I
don't
thought
know.
that was you. I did.
Anyway, I think it's just about time that the new guy got here. You remember the new guy? You okay?
I got a boner.
Still?
I can't. I try. Wait. No. Anyway,
He got it again.
the new man's coming in any minute now, so I want us all to give him a warm welcome, okay?
The new kid?
The new guy.
That snot-nosed new kid?
But here he comes now.
Holy shit. He's a big one.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Mr. Therian, and I want you to call me Mr. Therian. It's either my way or the highway.